Hello, everyone. I know that you're going to be gathering. I'm going to invite us to take a few minutes while the audience is building to listen to the voice of a change agent that even beyond his death is heard by people worldwide. John Lennon, and the song is Imagine. Hi, Mary. Good morning. Good morning, Raj. Hey, Dom. Hi, darling. I haven't forgotten about you. We're going to be connecting very soon. Hi, Rick. Thank you, Rick. One of my favorites. Good morning, Paula. Oh, my favorite, I think, of all John Lennon's songs could be because I am a dreamer and I do imagine the many things. And so I'm going to set my timer because we have 10 minutes and I like to keep the timer, keeps me aware. So today on 10 Minutes on the Evolutionary Edge, we are talking about the power of being change agents. And if you saw my meme out this morning, it said that change agents are willing to have their minds blown daily. Hello back to London there, Demetrius, I see you. And so what is a change agent in the evolutionary process? If you have an opportunity to look at my blog, and the link is out there, I showed this visual wherein I used the introduction of a new product in marketing and how the bell curve of adaptation matches actually the changes of social justice and social change. And the first 15% of people who adopt to a new idea, they're the change agents. So not everyone is a change agent, but everyone can be a change agent, all right? But you generally, it's the first 15% on any concept that bring the change. Change agents play such a significant role in our lives. But I want to really talk about how do change agents, we as change agents, make a change in the evolution of the world toward oneness, toward love. And the hint, the strong hint, is in the meme. You must first be willing to allow your mind to be blown. Right? You must first be willing to recognize that the operative word in change agent is change. Willing to not create permanence around anything. Right? Permanence, the illusion of permanence, gives us a false sense of security. And we like when things seem to stay the same because we begin to build patterns around sameness and safety. Yesterday, and I don't know who said it, but yesterday I saw a quote that was so vital and is a vital underlying belief for someone who's a change agent, and that is that no risk is the greatest risk of all. Right? Change agents are willing to take a risk for that which they believe in. My number one passion is oneness and ascension and coming to the knowing of my true self as love. I have to be willing to take risks that may look like I'm giving up love, or that may look like my whole paradigm shift is going to make my world crumble down on me. And change agents are willing to navigate those risks for one reason. They have vision. The song Imagine. Imagine there's a world. What can you imagine in the world? What do you have such a vision around? What is so intensely and intrinsically part of you that you're willing to create the cataclysmic choices, if you must, that will bring that about? Here's one. Am I willing to risk being the only peacemaker in a world of conflict? Am I willing to step forward and offer love in the face of hate? That's a huge risk, right? So what do you so passionately see? And then can you stick with the content rather than the form? What often happens that stops change agents is they think of a solution, right? This is the best way to do it. And they get stuck on that solution. Here's the problem with that. If you get stuck on a solution, you stop evolving. And anyone and everyone who's participating with you stops in the evolution process as well. So can you look for the content? My content is that I be at oneness with people. My content is that I be unconditionally loving. But that may look different from moment to moment. So yesterday I talked about shifting paradigms and understanding that we all have different perspectives. So if I came last night, I did a show on with my good friend Earl Raj Purdy on numerology. And most of my training comes from the Pythagorean perspective. And when I originally learned it, there were all these rules, all these dynamics. And then when I internalized numerology, here's the question I had to ask. What if I threw out every rule? What if I threw out every rule? What would happen? And what happened was I created a modality that works for me and that works for my clients. What if you started each day asking, what if everything I believe is wrong? What if every form I have attached to needs to morph? What if I have a skewed perspective that isn't benefiting? What if? Change agents enter the question, what if, from a kaleidoscopic perspective. Yesterday we talked about the kaleidoscope and how it gives us many, many, many views, and that all of them are a slight, beautiful distortion of truth. So my attachment to a form, what kind of relationship do I have to have? What kind of job do I have to have? How much money do I need to make to be happy? All those things are attachments that can get in the way of us evolving. So as a change agent, you learn to become compassionately detached. I want you to hear that term again, compassionately detached. So compassion means come together, passionate about. So being passionate with others, but being detached from how things must evolve. Right? People, I can't imagine that when the telephone was originally created a couple hundred years ago, I think now, there was no way they've ever envisioned the cell phone or being able to talk into a watch, right? The form changed, but the communication opportunity, which is the content, continued. Yes, Demetrius, you're right. It's about authenticity, but I'm going to say it goes even deeper than authenticity. It goes to what I call transparency. That I am willing to be so seen by myself first, that I am willing to go in and I am willing to see not only what I believe, but the validity that maybe what I believe needs to change, and the recognition that when I choose a belief, I'm also choosing an opposing side. And so the more I look within myself and say, can I do that? Can I take that risk? Can I be transparent with myself? Can I admit my fears and my excitement? I want to make this change and it's terrifying and it's exciting. And then can I voice it transparently out to others? Change agents are first and foremost willing to let their perspective change. More than anything, they recognize that it's not change for change's sake. It's change for growth's sake. One of the wisdom texts I appreciate, The Way of Mastery, says, all change is beneficial, right? If change is beneficial, I'm not going to bring it about just to make it happen, but I'm going to embrace it. So today, as you walk through your day, when you hear yourself say, I know, I'm going to encourage you to ask, and what if I'm wrong? I know this, blah, 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 blah. Oh, and what if I'm wrong? How would that impact me? How would that change me? Right? Because I first must change myself. Be the change you want to see. Oh, all right, guys. Sorry, I can't get my mouse to turn off our little alarm here. Be the change you want to see in the world, right? So first I have to be willing to change within me. Our time is up, my beautiful change agents. I love you. Today, go celebrate your magnificence. Remember that we are one and that I love you. Go to my website, cjadams.com, and read the blog. I think you'll find it rather interesting. And if these videos inspire you, consider donating. Whatever you do, make it your day. I love you.